Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Daily Anime Reviews, the channel where we review seasonal anime every single day. Today, we are talking about episode 3 of Journal with a Witch. This has been such a lovely anime. I honestly, again, this is just my effort to watch more of a diversity with anime, and I do really think I vibe a lot with like the seinen stuff, dude, or at least stuff like this, because it's I don't know. It's so impactful with the way it's like told and the way it explores certain aspects that I just love so much. But this episode revolved around two big things. One was clearing out a lot of the stuff from Asa and Makio, the mother's room, from the mother's place where Asa used to live. And I feel like that was more or less for Makio than Asa, right? Because I think as we progress through the series, Makio is going to slowly and slowly realize that her sister kind of wasn't what she originally thought she was. Where I feel like that outcome is going to be that the sister was probably a lot more playful and a lot more direct, kind of like Asa is a little bit, right? Only to realize that, like, oh, my sister wasn't actually being that much of an asshole. She was probably being more playful and more something, right? Or maybe I'm wrong about that. It could be a thing where her sister was actually that much of an asshole, but regretted her decision, but never got the chance to actually admit it. Those are the two outcomes that I can kind of see from Makio from all of this, especially since she's realizing that her sister kept some of the stuff that she threw out, like the clothes and whatnot. And she's like, I would have never expected her to keep these things. She doesn't wear them, and they aren't things that she like looked good on me. So it's one of those things where I'm just like, this is gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very interesting to see how that plays out and how that goes. It makes me quite excited for future episodes to see Makio slowly develop that, and also just seeing her own relationships with her old friends and how she like kind of maybe views them compared to her sister. And then another part of this episode as well was Asa getting what's the word? I'm confusing myself. Asa going through another process of like her trying to process everything that she has with her mother, because when she finally goes back to school, she realizes that everyone kind of found out through the teachers, because I think she told one teacher, and then another teacher told another teacher, and then things got just spread around to the point where, you know, she was now everyone in the school knows. And here's my thing. I want to go on a little rant. I know there's a lot of people who will go off in certain degrees of being like, oh, well, like it's not that big of a deal where you like, if you want to be known like that or blah 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 blah. Like, who cares what people say? I think people forget like how much that impacts you, not even as a kid, but as an internet. Like, you don't want to be known as like a particular person, even if it's like you can overcome that. It kind of sucks to just have that label. So I get Oz's feelings on, not wanting to be known about the girl who had to take time off because her parents passed away. Like, I kind of get that. I get that feeling, and I get not wanting to have that reminder of your parents when you're super young. And I feel like that's fair. And I feel like a lot of people overlook that. So I'm glad this show was able to address it in a way that feels appropriate and not like overlooking it or infantilizing it too much. Because I think there are times where people can, but I think this show does a good job in tackling that type of situation and navigating the emotions with it as well. Because Asa is, very mad at her friend Emery for going ahead and spreading all that stuff, but then she also kind of realizes like they probably only did it because they cared. Don't throw friendships away so much. It's like listen, what you care about is, oh, what's the thing that Makio says? The the way you feel is your own business. But I know she was trying to add something as well, like, but people can have their own opinions as well, and you shouldn't throw away those opinions. Is what I think she was trying to go for, which also shows that, like, hey, Emery, despite that, I know that she cares, and she's someone that I can talk to about these feelings. Because, like, Magio, she can, but there's obviously a degree of difference due to, like, age and certain experiences with how she feels with her mom and whatnot. How, because, like, they were siblings, didn't really like each other. So Emery is someone that, like, obviously cares about Asa and just wants her the best for her. And obviously she feels very, very bad. She doesn't feel that super great about it. Which also, as the faculty, I do kind of think they're shitty about it. Just like, oh yeah, what's your new contact name? It's like, can we just not? Especially if she is graduating and going to a different school, genuinely, who cares? It sounded like the ceremony was either going to be that day or the next day. So who gives a shit? Why are you putting let the high school that she goes to figure out that information. Don't go bothering the girl about that shit. Just let her graduate quietly and no one fucking have to worry about that anymore. There's no reason to bring that fucking baggage up. It feels so annoying in a sense. I get Asa's frustration in that. It's kind of shitty. It is in fact kind of shitty. But through the conversation with Makio, she's able to reconcile with Emiru and have a heartfelt conversation about it. And honestly, I'm loving this. I'm loving this so much. It's just peaceful. It's just nice. It is just nice to have a calm, nice, pleasant show throughout the anime seasons. I would recommend to everybody. You don't gotta go box the hog wild on going into the deep style anime, but you should at the very least just pick up a seinen or a shoujo that's just a little peaceful. Maybe just a slice of life that feels nice to consume at times. I promise you, it'll help you with your anime media diet, and it will also just it will just be a pleasant thing to go through. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about when it comes to all of this. Let me know if you like the episode or you hate the episode, and how you feeling about the season of Journey with Witch so far. And like and subscribe if you want more of that sweet anime content for the season. With that all being said, thank you for enjoying this video, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.